So myself, G. Vanilla, Assistant Professor, Department of IT. Today we are going to discuss about web design fundamentals, in which we are going to see HTML. So HTML is a hypertext markup language. It's a scripting language which is used for designing a web page. So HTML is not a programming language like C and C++. It's a scripting language which consists of set of markup tags. So HTML tags are predefined tags. So if anyone want to design a web page, they can use HTML. So HTML is a primary language for designing a web page. You have lot of scripting languages like XML, ASP, JSP, JavaScript, but HTML is the primary language which is used to design a web page. So these are the agendas that we are going to discuss today. So HTML introduction, then HTML tags, elements, structure of HTML document, and then table, forms, list, and then frames. HTML was developed by Dennis Ritchie at Bell Laboratories in 1972. So HTML, as I said earlier, is a scripting language. It is not a programming language, and HTML tags are case sensitive. So HTML is a scripting language which contains set of markup tags. So before going to learn a HTML in detail, you must have knowledge on tags, HTML tags. So first we are going to discuss about HTML tags. So next, HTML tags. So HTML tag must begin with open angular bracket, end with close angular bracket. So tag name should be in the angular brackets. So inside the angular bracket you can give the tag name. This is known as open tag, or you can say start tag. This is said to be close tag, or you can say end tag. So before giving tag name you must use slash. This is known as close tag. In general, there are two types of HTML tag: standalone tag and then embedded tag. See, there are some tags which do not have close tag. Those tags are called as standalone tag. Say for example, break. So it gives you a line break. It does not have any close tag. So this is known as standalone. Like that you have horizontal. So it will gives you one horizontal line inside the web page. So it does not have close tag. So those tags are called as standalone tag. So whereas in embedded tag, it should have both open tag as well as close tag. Say for example, HTML. So if it is any document, if it is any program in HTML, you must start with HTML tag, end with HTML tag. So it should have both open tag as well as close tag. One more tag, body. It also has its corresponding close tag. So these are the examples of embedded tag. Two types of tags that we have seen. Next we are going to discuss about HTML elements. So the syntax for defining HTML element is So this is the syntax of defining HTML elements. So you must start with the open tag, then content, whatever you are going to present inside the web page, then you must close the tag if it is there. So for example, I am going to use body tag, then you can give the content, no, just I am giving I am at university, then close tag is body. So open tag, its content and also its close tag. The entire structure is known as HTML elements. You have a concept called as attribute. So attribute gives additional information to the tag. So always you must specify the attribute in the start tag. So where is the start tag here? Here, because it is close tag. So how do you close the tag? Before giving the tag name, just use slash. So here the open tag is there. So what I am going to do? I am going to use attribute inside the open tag. You must use attribute inside the open tag. So I am going to use the attribute background and then BG color. So first I am going to specify the attribute BG color. So where have to specify the attribute? Inside the open tag. So just write your open tag, tag name, then give one space, use attribute name, no, BG color equal to, within double quotes, just mention the value, attribute value, then close the angular bracket. Actually this is start tag. Inside the start tag I have used the attribute called as BG color. So what is the color I have given here? Blue. So background color will be blue. So blue color will be applied on the background of your web page. Then as usual you can give the content whatever you want. Close the body tag. Suppose if I want to use one more attribute in the same tag, how can I use? Same way, inside the open tag, already I have used one attribute, attribute value also I have mentioned, then give a space, use the next attribute which is background equal to, within double quotes you can specify the value. Actually why we are using background attribute, no? If you want to insert a picture on the background of your web page, you can go for the attribute background. You are not inserting image on the web page, you are inserting image on the background of your web page. So use the attribute called as background. Inside the attribute, just specify the URL of your picture within double quotes. So I am just giving the URL, maybe it will be in C drive. Then you must use picture name, give any picture name along with the picture type JPG. So this should be in double quotes. Then you give the content, close this tag. So this is the way we are using attribute inside the tag. So next we are going to see the structure of your HTML document. So if you want to design a web page, you have to follow the structure. So this is how the structure of your HTML program. So you must start with the tag HTML and end with HTML. So inside the HTML there are two sections. One is head section, another one is body section. So, HTML document is divided into two sections, head and then body. See, head section which is used to give title of your web browser. So, whatever you are giving inside the head tag, that will be displayed inside the title bar of your web browser. And the body section, whatever we are giving inside the body, that will be displayed on the web page. So, after typing the program, you must save with the extension .html. Actually, you can type HTML program using any one of the text editor. It may be Notepad or Notepad++. So, after typing the program, you must save the program with the extension .html. Give any file name with the extension .html. So, after saving the program, just double click your file name or you right click on your file name, open with any one of the web browser. It may be Google Internet Explorer or Mozilla Firefox, any one of the web browser you can display your web page. So, simple example that we are going to see now, how to design a simple web page. So, I have to follow the structure. So, if you want to design a web page, you have to follow this structure. So, start with the tag HTML, end with HTML, because HTML is a standalone, embedded tag, because it has both open tag as well as close tag. So, inside the HTML there are two sections I said. One is head, which is used to give title, any title you can give using title tag. So, after giving the title, you must close head section. So, whatever you are giving inside the head section, this will be displayed inside the title bar of your web browser. So, it will be displayed inside the title bar, not on the web page. So, open a body tag. So, inside the body tag you can do your actual work, like you can display any paragraph using paragraph tag. So, just type a paragraph. And close this paragraph tag. So, what you have to do? You have to create this program in any one of the text editor. You can use a Notepad also. So, open a Notepad, just type this program. After typing this program, I asked you to save your program with the extension .html. Then just double click the file, or you just open a file, right click on the file, open with any one of the web browser, you can display your web page. And I said how to use attribute, we have seen in the example, use attribute, background color, you can apply BG color for your web page using the attribute called as BG color. So, BG color is an attribute of body tag. So, you go to body tag, open tag, inside the open tag use the attribute BG color and mention the color whatever you want. So, what happened? This web page background color will be pink, and you have given one paragraph that will be displayed. So, this is what the simple example of your HTML. So, this is the another example for the HTML. It is also simple website. In this website I have displayed some message. See this program. So, as you all know, you must start with the tag HTML and end with HTML. So, inside the HTML directly you can go for body. This head section which is used for giving title of your web browser. So, that is optional. If you want, you can include, otherwise you can directly go for the body section. So, inside the body have used two tag, which is H1 and H6. Actually, there are 6 levels of heading tag which are available in HTML. start from no H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. So there are 6 levels of heading tags. All are embedded tag, which means you must close, you must close the tag. So close all the heading tags. See, one thing, HTML is not a case sensitive, which means you can use either uppercase or lowercase or both the case. That is possible because it is not a case sensitive. So inside the heading tag, no, you can give whatever you want. I am just giving the name Amet University. So this should come inside the body section. So I am giving in the same text in all the heading tags, 6 levels of heading tags. So the output, see in this slide you can see when you are using heading tag, H1 tag, you will be getting the text in a bigger size. See, for H6 it is very small. So when you are using H1, this text will be displayed in a bigger size. When you go for the next one, heading tag 2, what happened? It will be displayed in a bigger size, but compared to the H1, it is somewhat smaller. So in such a way it goes up to 6. So H6 is smaller than the other heading tag. So that is the use of heading tag, which is used to give title of your web page. So next we are going to see linking, how to perform linking in HTML. So there is a separate tag called as anchor tag. So if you want to do linking in HTML, use a tag called as anchor tag. So in the anchor tag you have an attribute called as href. So attribute name is href. You can use the attribute inside the anchor tag. So when you are using an attribute name, you must use equal symbol and you must specify the attribute value. So I am going to use anchor tag, and inside the anchor tag I am going to use the attribute href. Href is an attribute, it belongs to anchor tag. So within double quotes you can specify the URL. Then you can give some text. I am giving click here. Then you must close the tag, anchor tag. So what happened? We will be getting this text on your web page. See in the slide you can see I have used anchor tag. Inside the anchor tag you have used attribute href. So URL I have given http://www.google.com or gmail.com, whatever you want you can give. So this should be in double quotes. So this is what the URL. So in the output we'll be getting only the text click here. It will be displayed in a blue color with underline. So if you click here, if you click on the text, what happened? It will redirect you to the some other website. So this is what linking. You can link from one website to another website. Not only the website, you can also link from one document to another document. You can also link multiple HTML documents. Even if you want to go from one website to another website, you can do. So this is what linking. So how do you perform linking? Using anchor tag, and you must use the attribute href, and it is embedded tag. So you must close anchor tag. So this should be inside the body section. So next we are going to see how to insert an image on your web page, not on the background of your web page. We have seen inside the body you have used the attribute background within double quotes. You have specified the picture of the URL. So what happened, whatever picture you have given here, that will be displayed on the background of your web page. But what we are going to see now, how to insert image on the web page. So if you want to insert an image, you have a tag called as image, img. Image is a tag which is used to insert an image on your web page. So use image tag, and inside the image I am going to use the attribute src. So where you can specify the URL of your picture, and it does not have close tag. So image is a standalone tag because it does not have close tag. So whatever URL you have given, that picture will be displayed on the web page. So when you are specifying the URL, you must specify the location, it may be C or D, then file name, then you must give picture name dot picture type, whether it is JPG or BMP. So what type of picture you are inserting, that you have to specify, that picture type you have to specify. So this is how we are inserting an image on the web page. So when you are nesting more than one tag in HTML, see, if I want to use more than one tag at a time, see, for example, I am going to use bold, italic, underline, then I am going to display some text. See, when you are nesting more than one tag, you must keep this in your mind. The tag which you have used at last should be closed at first. So I have used U tag at last, so that should be closed at first, then I, and then bold. So when you are nesting more than one tag, you must keep this in your mind. If you are nesting bold, italic, underline, what happened, you will not be getting the output in the web page. So when you are nesting more than one tag, you must close the tag which you have used at last, that should be closed at first. So U, I, and then B. Next HTML commands. So command section can be inserted in HTML to make more readable and understandable. See, being a user, we can understand whatever you have given in the command section, and the content whatever we have specified inside the command section will not be considered by the web browser. So it will only for the human understanding purpose. Say for example, it must start with the tag open angular bracket, exclamatory symbol, then double hyphen, then you can give your command here, then end with one hyphen. So whatever you have given here, this is only for the human understandable purpose. So the text whatever we have mentioned here, it will not be executed by the web browser. Next, HTML style attribute. You have lot of attribute, style attributes. These attributes are predefined, which means it is already defined by the programmer. So if you want, you can use those attributes in your web page based on your need. See the attributes align. So we have seen how to use BG color, means background color. In such a way you can use align. align attribute, and then center. No, center is a tag, it is not an attribute. Color, using color you can specify the text color. So, align, which is used to align your text either in left or center or right. So, these are the attributes, style attributes. So, next we are going to see how to create table in HTML. So, if you want to create a table in HTML, use a tag called as table. Just open a tag table. So, inside the table you have two tags, tr and then td. tr stands for table row, td stands for table data. So, if you want to create a row, you can use tr tag. If you want to define something inside the cell, you can go for the table data. So, now I am going to create a table which contains 2 rows and 2 columns. So, I am going to use tr tag for the first row. So, inside the first row I am going to place some data in the cell 1 as well as in the cell 2. So, use a tag td. So, inside the td you can display some text, name, I am going to use one more td, td tag for displaying the text inside the second cell. Yeah, roll number. So, you must close. Then I am going to close the tr tag. So, first row close. Inside the first row I have used 2 td tag for giving the details of cell 1 as well as cell 2. So, for each and every cell you must use a separate td tag. For each and every row you must use separate tr tag. So, one row will be over. I am going to start the next row, second row, this row. So, inside the second row I am going to display 2 data in cell 1 and cell 2 in the second row. So, you must use separate td tag for presenting the value inside the cell. Name I have given, roll number, then I must close the tr tag. Suppose if you want to add one more row, you can use one more tr tag, table row tag. So, inside the table row you can use td for giving the next row details. Say for example, other name, other person name, and use one more td tag for giving the roll number. Then you must close the row. Finally, I must close table. And the attribute which you can use inside the table tag, these are the attributes: border, and then cell spacing, cell padding. So, border is an attribute which is used to give border of your table, and cell spacing is an attribute which is used to give space between the 2 cells. So, using cell spacing you can specify the space between the 2 cells, whereas in cell padding you can specify the value which will be used for giving a space between the cell border and then its content, border and then its content. So, these are the 3 attributes which we are using inside the table. So, where we have to specify the border? Inside the table tag. So, you can go for the open tag, open table tag, give a space, use the attribute border equal to within double quote, just specify the value 1. So, this border will be somewhat thicker. Then where we have to specify the cell spacing, no? See in the PPT you can see cell, see in the fourth one I have used cell spacing, table, border, it is an attribute that we have seen already, and cell spacing we have given equal to the value which you have given, no, 10. So, what happened? It will give no space between the cells, that should be 10. And then see in the third one you have seen cell padding, which is used to give a space between the content and its border. So, there also I have given 10. So, these are the attributes which we are using in table. You have 2 more attributes. Row span and then call span. So, row span which is used to merge a rows, and call span which is used to merge columns. So, where we have to specify these 2 attributes. So, if you want to merge a row, you can go for the row span. So, this you have to specify inside the tr tag. So, there you have to give row span. How many rows you want to merge, that you have to give 2. So, in this case 2 rows will be merged into one cell. Suppose if you want to use call span, you can go for the td tag. So, inside the td just use the attribute call span equal to, so how many number of columns that you want to merge, that you have to give. I have given same 2. So, what happened? 2 columns will be merged into one column, and the content whatever you have given here, that will be displayed inside the cell. So, these are the 2 attributes which are using in the table row and then table data. So far we have discussed HTML, I mean what is HTML, structure of HTML document, and then some basics, HTML tag elements, how to use attributes inside the HTML tag, and then we have seen HTML linking, image, and then table. That is all. Thank you so much.